Alrighty, folks. I want to thank Xlaserlab for their X1 Pro laser unit. It's a 3-in-1 unit, so it welds, cleans, and cuts. I've had a lot of interest in my old laser unit, my bigger one. So when they offered this up, I felt it was a good review for like an actual affordable laser that some folks out there might find some use.
Well, I got everything all unboxed. I have played with it a little bit, so I'm a little bit familiar, but I did take things apart just so we can see what you get with it. This here is the X1 Pro. So this is from the Xlaserlab. This is their unit. It's a class 4 laser, so you can hurt yourself with it, and you need proper eye protection and whatnot with it. But it comes with the unit. It has your ground clip. There is an e-stop with a lot of cables. So I don't know if the plan, like that intention with that thing is if you're doing it with a plasma table, because you can hook this up for CNC if you want to use it. Mm-hmm. I won't do that because I honestly, mine works great and I don't have a need to laser on there. Plus it doesn't do all like, it doesn't do all that thick, I guess. It's thick enough for everything I'd want to do with it. What's the chart? It's I think it'll do, like for stainless steel, it'll do up to 3mm, which is like 11 gauge. Same with carbon steel, like regular sheet metal and stuff. You can do anything from, what have I got? It's about 20 gauge up to 11 gauge. And the aluminum, it does up to 18. So that's kind of where this thing's at. So anyways, I had Esther go to town. She was going to get me a 220 plug, but then I realized the thing actually can run on 110 or 220. So I'm trying to give her on 110 and see how that works.
You've been pretty pleased about that.
Yeah, for a little bit I played. It's, what did I say it is? It needs 20 amps at 110 volt, and it needs 16 amps on 220. So I'll try it on the 110, see how it goes, but realistically, what I feel I'd use this one for is just more, like I was using that one, just for sheet metal, like welding sheet metal, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We'll see, try some other, things to play with. But anywho, what do we get in the package? We get the laser, we get an e-stop, we get our torch, this one. I believe this is the ultimate package, so it comes with the wire feeder, and then you get a set of glasses, like you need these glasses because this laser will hurt you and zap your eyes. So you get, and they're like, the glasses are spec'd out for the frequency of the laser. So it even says right on top of the glasses.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what the range is on it. It's like 800 to 900, whatever that is. I know, no, it's 800 to 1100, somewhere there, depending on what the light spec is of there. Anyways, we have that. It came with a welding helmet as well, which is actually super cool. I haven't had that.
That's awesome.
So, comes
Wow.
with that. And then, what else? Oh, we got some consumables. So, I don't know if these are really consumables. These are more welding torches and tips and stuff. Like, these are for the different, I don't even know. I've never really messed with the different ones, but I think it depends on the steel or what you're welding. Like your wire feeder would go through there, and just the way your laser pokes out. This particular one though is for cutting, so this is the one you would stick on to do any laser cutting.
So lots of accessories.
Yeah, so it came with 2 of those kits. It came with 2 what's called your focus lens. So that one actually sits up into here, and it's like what distinguishes how wide your beam is and stuff. Like you can play with that and change it, but in the big picture, that's what that does. And it came with some cleaning consumables. So I know the thing only has 1 set of lenses for doing everything, but from my big machine I'm looking and I realized it actually takes the same lenses that my machine does.
Oh, cool.
So I basically I just hit eBay or something and I can find these consumables pretty cheap.
And they'll fit on here.
Yeah, because they're the same. It's the number on here. You always got to look for the D. It'll be written on it when it says the diameter size and stuff. So that's what you would basically eBay or do whatever if you're looking for it. I think you can buy everything from Xlabs as well, but I don't know. I like to save a few bucks if I can. I didn't actually look how much they were there, so I don't know. So anyways, this here is your wire feeder. And then we have our connections going up to it. And yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of what comes with the box, out of the box. If you're cleaning and welding, like welding, you should have gas. I think they're recommending nitrogen. I've always used argon. Nitrogen's probably cheaper. And then just for the cutting and cleaning, you can just put compressed air. Like that's all I ever use. So if you don't, the machine actually won't even let you use it unless you put a compressed air in there. So that's pretty cool. Anywho, we'll get into firing this thing up just to see what we all got, because it's very cool. Like it's, so we go to the machine, when you power it up, we get this screen, which is pretty cool. So we're going to pick what we do. I think I'm going to start just do some cutting. Something I wouldn't use because I have a plasma cutter, but we have the option. So you can choose your setting, and you can go confirm. Yeah, it's going to warn you not to cut straight up and down because the laser will reflect and it could hurt itself. So it's just warning you on that. So anyhow, we're back in. It's just set up. It goes 100%, does everything that it's got to do. I don't know.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know. You just kind of hit the button and go. When you're doing these, put your glasses on.
I'm putting my glasses on.
You have to be very aware of your surroundings because this thing is going to shoot through it and the laser is going to hit. You have to also imagine this is just not a toy. So anyways, this, like I have to do, should say I have air hooked up right now. We have all these safeties. We got to undo our lock. And then we hit the power button. It's going to give us a warning that we got to put our glasses and respirator, all that jazz on.
Yep.
So you do that, and then you got to hit it one more time, and now it's hot.
Now it's ready to go.
Now it's ready to go.
Ah.
Now it's like, by itself, it won't work. Oh, I got to change the tip out here.
Oh, yeah.
One thing people don't know with these is this lens is your focusing lens. If you loosen this, you can actually adjust your focus.
Oh, cool.
For the most part, there's numbers written on it. So you just kind of start at 0. Make sure you keep it at 0. You might have to focus it, but it's that whole thing I always stress that that dot doesn't get very clear.
Oh, do that one more time.
Well, there's a dot. Remember, there's a line. This one has a dot. Because as you go, you see how it gets fuzzy? Well, it's not very strong. It's not focusing.
So you want it to be like crisp.
Yeah. So even though we have this, we have our safety here. There's this e-stop. Our key is on. This thing still won't work. Unless, like this one, you have to, when you're lasering and cleaning, you have to actually ground to the gun.
Yeah.
So, but here's like where you have to be careful. Like if we go look at this box over here, like if I,
Oh my gosh.
like you have to, I got the ground off.
Must be careful.
You got to be careful, but you have to also think like here, we're gonna do some sheet metal. Again, I don't know where I would. Why don't you stand over there?
I'm gonna stand over here.
There we go. So if we just set it down and, but you have to watch because you can see the ground was,
Oh.
did you notice down below?
I wasn't looking down below, but
Usually it shoots past this and then the floor will probably, look at the dirt on the floor.
oh my gosh.
So it's, you gotta be careful with this stuff.
Super careful.
But anyways, that works good with the sheet metal. It does like a nice clean
Yeah.
cut. And you gotta remember, we're still doing this at 110. So this is
Right.
aluminum. This is what I built my interior, my seats in my car out of. It's supposed to be 14. I don't know. I'm really not.
Just like butter.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, works pretty good. I don't really know where. Like I say, I'd use the plasma, but the plasma actually makes quite a mess out of this.
That is such a clean cut. Honestly.
Actually, it is, honestly.
That is super clean.
I don't know that I would use it, and I'm like, well, now I'm questioning it. It actually works pretty good.
That is
So I'm-
super clean.
I think I'm doing the max of it. I'm not sure. I think this is 10 gauge. So this might actually be a little too much. We'll see. No,
Not even.
yeah, there is no problem.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy, eh?
Those are such clean cuts.
That's not bad. You do have some dross.
Not a lot, though.
What that is on the back. No, I mean, my plasma can be worse when I hand cut and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Well, that's cutting.
I mean, it sure works good.
That's the cutting side of it.
That's the cutting.
Anyways, next thing we'll do here, we will do our little e-stop. Shut that down. We'll switch this out. You could fusion weld, but honestly, I don't know who would do that. Like, you can actually just take two pieces of metal and, you know, like you can kind of do a fusion weld with it. But I'm like, no. Whoever.
Why would you do that?
I guess if you had the machine, yeah, you'd have to have some really tight fitting stuff. Like, let's be real. Like, if you're like working on cars doing stuff, you want the wire feeder, and that's what you want to do. So we're gonna switch this thing over, get her set up for welding. What you will need is some kind of a shielding gas to do that. And for us, we have this wire feeder. So I had it together. I took it apart because I basically wanted to show people how this went together really quick. So let me just shut this down. Okay. So when you get the unit, you're going to have this wire feeder. This comes off. It has a double roller system. And then you have all your dies. It comes with spare dies depending on your wire. So what I know with a laser welder, unlike a MIG welder, like if I go 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, like the big thicker wires, you need a lot more heat to MIG weld. So usually if I sheet metal weld, I like a 2-3 wire. I can do a very small weld and stuff like that, low heat. But this one, you're almost better using the thicker wire because it doesn't care. Like it doesn't make it any hotter, but you can fill a gap. Because a laser, I found, filling a gap is hard to do. Anyhow, we will kind of just quickly put this together. It's not that hard to do. This unit, this is your wire feeder, and it fits into here. Give it a little bit of space. Once it's in there, there'll be a set screw for it.
Yep.
That part is done. On your laser now, maybe everything's shut off here, so we have to put, this thing has to go on. And then you get this little kit. There's a little rod and an end. I don't know if this is so much of a consumable, but this is for your wire, your different wires.
Okay.
So this would go in. I kind of bottom it out, but that's just the way I am. That goes down. This just locks the works in place.
Okay.
And then like this would screw on to the end.
Okay.
This again, there's a focal. I'll show you guys that again, but it's hard to read, but there's numbers on this tip.
See? Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and it's just,
Your hand for a sec.
see here I got 10, 5, I don't know if those are negatives or whatever, and then 0, but try to put that to 0. I struggled with this with my other welder, and I still constantly struggle. It shouldn't have problems like I do, but it's just, that one's so finicky.
Yes.
So anyways, when this is done, this will go up here, and you can see a groove into here. So that's where your wire is going to go. So
Okay.
we'll run the wire. I'm going to run 3.5 solid core wire. And all it is, you just run it through the feeders. I have the rollers, the right rollers for everything already. I noticed that the wire feed of this thing's super slow. It has like a power feed. Last thing I'll show you here, this is the cables that are going to be, and you can't screw anything up because nothing can't plug into the wrong spot on here. So
That's pretty cool.
and unlike mine where it needs a separate feed, that welder powers this wire feeder as well.
Oh.
I have a data wire going with this big unit, but I still have to feed a separate power to it. So this one goes here, and then you go into the back.
Okay.
Everything's pretty labeled. All the plugs are different. So you have your one plug for power. This one's for your wire feed. This one here is for your emergency e-stop. This one right here.
Yep.
And then down here is for your supply. So right now I have it with compressed air, but I'm going to switch it over, and I have a tap off. I'm going to
Your
be
tank?
off my tank, and I'm going to run argon So this tank will be, off my TIG welder, we'll be doing our supply for this. So that's there, that's done. And I just manually feed because I just got to get it to the tip. Boop.
There you go.
So that goes there, this pops onto there, and then on this side all it is we just got to go down like a normal MIG welder. We just go in and lock our feeds and that thing's good to go. Here's a door for the side. So
Cover it all up.
yeah, that goes there, sits on there. And then all we have is a feed. I'll power it up and I will show you what happens here. Oh. All right, on the machine, what we're gonna do now, we fired it back up. I guess it remembers our last setting. We're gonna go over to welding. We're gonna confirm that. So it just comes up with this setting. It's gonna say, right now it's giving me a warning that my lock is off, so. Now that's off. If we didn't have our gas pressure, we'd have a warning on there. We don't. There'd be a connect over here, which tells us that our ground isn't on. Like normally with welding, you'll want it to ground to the bench
Right.
because the tip will have to touch. Now when my tip touches the bench, it should, well, it's not on right now, but,
Oh,
whoops.
there's the safety.
Yeah, we'll confirm.
Yeah.
Turn that on. Now it detects that I'm connected to the bench.
Oh, yeah,
And now
okay,
I
I
take my
see that.
nozzle off. That's your safety. So when you're welding.
Okay, got it.
Sometimes if you're trying to fill a gap, you have to cheat the system and kind of do that, but because as soon as you go off the gun, nothing works.
Yeah.
Anyhow, on here we have our retract and feed. So if I hold this button, you can see how slow this is, how the wire feeds out.
Pretty
Or if I
slow.
want to bring it back, I hit the other button, it sucks it back in.
Okay.
So we need to put this nozzle on the end here. There we go. So we feed that out, and now you can see up on the tip how that connects into there.
Oh, yeah.
Gives you a nice groove, and then you can sit.
Okay.
So on the machine, you have your different power levels. There's actually pre-settings on here. And I think you can save the settings for different things. So this is like, I don't know, I think this Swiss is like stainless steel. This one here is like carbon steel, so that's our normal one, and aluminum. I don't do anything else. It'll do copper. I don't even know all the things.
Other things.
Yeah, it does like everything. We'll kind of make a comment up here, everything it can weld.
Yeah.
I think it can weld pretty much anything, really. Anyways, we're doing carbon steel. It's about 1 millimeter because it's like, that's the closest to sheet metal, but I can adjust it from there. So it has a preset, it goes in. The swing is how, right now where I go, the swing is how wide I think I'm off. Just gotta get this lined up a bit. See how there's a mark? I don't know if I should put it on some sheet metal or some metal here. Just so you can see. See that that line
Oh, yeah.
there?
Yes.
I have to get that lined up so it's in the middle of see how I'm off?
Yes.
I'm twisting it and just making sure my wire's in the middle of it.
Ah, that makes sense.
And then you hold. Now when you weld, okay, the gas is good. We're at 45 power. I'm not sure if this is set up right, but we'll just zap away. Grab your glasses there.
Got my glasses on.
Okay, let me grab. Should be
Put your gloves
fine,
on.
but I'm kind of. You never know. If you stick your hand somewhere you shouldn't, it'd be nice if I cook a glove instead of a finger.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll just. The thing with a laser welder is when you go, the wire will actually. Trying to see if my wire is actually going here. No, it's not. Okay, here. Of all of our settings, I got to turn my wire feeder on.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff on here. We're going to do a continuous, because I should actually go through these settings. This is like for continuous weld. You see the greens on?
Yes.
Get right in there if you got it. There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, so a green is for continuous. And if you change this, you can do like pulse welding, which is just more like spot.
Yep.
So we go there. This button is just for testing your gas. So you hear it coming out of the nozzle.
Yeah.
And then this is the wire feed. That turns it on. That's what I didn't do. So you got the wire feed, and if you go over here, this is like your settings for your wire feed. So this is how fast the wire speed is. So I found, like I played a little bit of aluminum, and I pretty much want that thing like maxed out, which is like 50 millimeters a second or something, is what works the best with aluminum. I've never welded aluminum until I got this one. So anyways, these are your feedings, like your settings. So like you got, what pullback is when you let go of the trigger, like it pulls back the wire a bit.
Oh.
There's a feed delay. Like when I push the button, do I want to wait a little bit before the wire comes out? So I haven't played with any settings. Right out of the box, they just work.
Yep.
It's been good. You might have to play with the wire feed speed. That's about the only thing really.
Right.
So anyways.
And that's more of a preference thing? Or?
That's more of a preference thing. There are some more stuff, but I don't know what any of this is. Like there's a more, and that just gets into like just details on the lasers and stuff like that, like what's going on in here.
Okay.
And I think if you set it, these are the different settings everywhere. Like if you want to set up, you want to monitor the system, it'll tell you
Oh, wow.
stuff that's going on, things
Okay.
like that. It's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and it doesn't really, I don't need to know. If it works, I'm pretty happy. Alrighty,
thing.
now that I have the wire feeder on, what you'll notice with a wire feeder on a laser welder is you just touch down on it, and when I push the trigger, I feel it just pushing me away.
Oh.
I can stop. No, it's not getting the wire there.
It's not getting the wire.
I've kind of hopped out of my groove.
Try that again.
So,
There you go.
actually,
Gotta break that weld. There you
holy.
go.
Well, if you don't think a laser weld's strong, I just welded my weld to the bench there.
Okay, that
I wrecked
happened.
my sheet doing it.
Wow.
So, and I only have it set for, that's only 45% power, so I don't even know what they recommend that at. Oh, that's 1 millimeter. So that's what they kind of recommend for sheet metal? I don't know. That's pretty crazy, really. I have it here, so we'll try it. I would never weld the thicker stuff with one like this. It's like some of my welding machines, I don't even know, it has 5. There's no way that it would do 5 millimeters. Carbon steel? I don't know. See what happens.
See what happens.
Probably not a good example. You want to get on this side? This is like way overkill. I would never weld this with it. Oops. Get down here.
Holy moly.
We actually got some penetration. I mean, you have to weld both sides. I mean, I'm questioning on that. Like it's a good weld, but it's not, it's not like a big MIG weld.
Yeah.
If you welded both sides, it would be like way stronger, I'm sure. For me, this is not the intent I would use this particular thing for, but I think this is a little bigger than they want you to do.
It's so clean though. Like it's
That
such a
is-
fine.
That is laser welding for
I
you.
know.
And you don't have to think much about it. It just,
It just works.
yeah, I'm holding it,
Yeah.
but the wire's pushing me along.
Yeah. So what do you think?
It's clean. I don't know. Everybody wants the brake test. I don't know if it's... I'm sure it'll break. The question is, where will it break? I mean, I wouldn't be using it for structural stuff, but I don't think it broke on the weld either. I think it broke just past the weld kind of
Really?
thing. You know, kind of mixed. I think I'm pushing the max out of that machine.
Right.
We'll try, we'll do a little bit of sheet metal. Let me cut a couple pieces here. And got some sheet metal. We're gonna get back to the machine. We're just gonna do our same thing, our carbon steel. It's about 1 millimeter is what I got. So I know there's a way to do presets, which I thinking might be down here when I do a set.
So
But-
that it like remembers?
It seems to remember settings. I know when I dance around, it has a thing on the trigger too that you can kind of, right here, I can kind of go through these different settings, which is personally I think kind of annoying because it ends up changing what I was farting around with.
Oh.
I accidentally hit the button. I think that's the problem.
Oh.
I think they should have a way to lock that out. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're gonna do that 1 mil, 45 power. This is, like I said, that's the swing. That's how wide it's gonna dance. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like.
Okay.
We'll try a butt weld. Like, we'll be realistic about this because nobody ever welds perfect. So we'll see how, in a perfect world, get my. So that one we gotta get up there. Got a spot. Just gotta get that some other way. Get a couple spot welds. Put a little. I think the gap is gonna screw me up, and like I'm gonna get stuck to the table here.
Yes, you are.
Let me find something to support this.
That's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna show you one other thing because I noticed I had a problem here where my light wasn't sitting in the middle of the wire. You can tweak this a little bit, but there's actually, when you go into your settings, when you're welding, so you go to settings, there's actually a red light alignment. So when you click into here, where is it? Do your axis. Oh, I reset it. So anyways, I gotta go to the side. And what it is, it'll move your laser over. It wasn't perfectly sitting. You can't really see it, but it's not perfectly sitting in the middle of my line.
Right.
It's not perfectly sitting in the middle of the line.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So if I can bump it over, so now I'm pretty sure I'm in there.
It's
That
more
might be a little.
centered.
That might be a little too much. So I was having that problem, and that's actually where you would go to do that.
Cool.
I mean, they got everything sorted out. My big machine doesn't have that.
No, this one's definitely like a little more sophisticated.
So I just got some scrap steel because I'm having problems welding my work stuff to the bench here. So we're gonna try one. We'll just do the old, like everybody does here. We'll do like a lap weld. So I'm just gonna tack it in place. And I'm going by whatever settings these folks recommended. You can see how much heat, very little heat going in. Like, it's a good weld. We got penetration on the back.
For sure.
And again, I'm just hooking my wire into the groove, and the wire's pushing me along. I'm not doing anything myself.
Wow.
So out of the box, this one's good. I have tons of problems with my other one where this wire gets stuck. I'm trying to hook and get it off. This one's like, so this one won't work up in the air, things like that. I don't know. I know they don't recommend it. You can cheat it and do this, and then it'll weld, which in the real world is something you might have to do if you're not production. If you're like me trying to fix a gap, fill a gap somewhere, it's probably the way you're gonna have to kind of cheat it. So this is what everybody does. This is great. It's good. Look how small that heat soak is.
You're kidding.
Like, even if I TIG weld, I can't get it that fine.
No.
It's a strong weld. Like, you know, my one truck's held together mostly with this welding.
That's true, yeah.
So we'll do this. We'll try one of these butt welds really quick. So we'll just kind of hit that plate. Oops. See if I get it right there. See, I like to think that I can always make a perfect weld like this I can make a perfect butt weld, but I don't. Not when I weld. So we'll see how.
Those are hard.
Yeah, see, I'm off. It's probably because I can't support this thing.
Oh, shoot.
Nah, it's what it is. But you always end up with a gap.
Yeah.
It's just how it works when you, at least for me.
Those are hard.
Gotta be so careful I don't stick my finger underneath that.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I do all my work on my truck as a perfect butt weld like that, but it doesn't. But
That's pretty decent.
you can see that's, if you cut a panel perfect, like if you were TIG welding, this is how you would be TIG welding in my eyes. But
Right. Wow.
not perfect there, but
No, but it's
a gap is your enemy with this thing. But
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know.
Wow. That's actually holding together pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's strong.
It's there. Wow.
You're not going to break that.
No.
We'll try a bit of aluminum. I kind of think I have a plan down the road here to do some aluminum. Like, I'm thinking I got an aluminum project. So steel's great.
Okay.
Aluminum's realistic. I have a TIG welder. Very tedious. Takes a long time. Especially even
one
TIG
seems
welding.
a lot
For me to
faster.
TIG weld this, or like this panel, I don't know. What did that take? A couple seconds, really.
Yep.
That would, maybe it would take me 5 minutes to do that.
Oh, wow. It's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, what I'm gonna do, the only thing I have to switch out is my wire. So I'm just gonna do that. My problem is I can't find smaller rolls of wire, so this thing can't take these small rolls. I bought some aluminum just to try with this, but I can
but
only,
it won't accept the
it
small
doesn't
rolls.
accept these. So I have to kind of like, just kind of junkily sit it down there. I experimented a little bit with some 3/5 wire, and it works, but you have to really watch. It sits so soft it might bird cage in there a little bit. I did get a roll of some 4/5, so I think I want to just try this and see how it
Give
is
that
in
a
there.
shot.
I know it won't have as much, but hopefully.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'll load this up here and then we'll give some aluminum welding a try.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see. Got two big ones. I don't really know. We're gonna go back to our unit. We're gonna go on here. We are gonna select aluminum, and I don't know. I think this thing only went to 2 millimeters or something. No, it wasn't that. I know for sure it wasn't. When I was experimenting, I think it was around 80%
Okay.
is what I was doing. So that's good. We'll do that. We're gonna arm it. What's everybody do? Everybody trying to see what everybody else does. I'm trying to be realistic about it. Whatever I would do, normal welding. We'll try, let's do like an actual butt weld because everybody seems to lap it. So we've tacked those, and I don't put it on the bench because my habit, it seems like it burns everything to the bench. Pretty good.
I mean, that looks really good.
I don't know what to expect. I'm used to TIG welding where it's like really heavy.
Like there's a lot of meat in there.
Pretty warm. Like I won't deny that.
It looks really good though.
Yeah, we got a little bit of warpage on it, but
Not bad.
I don't know. We'll do what everybody always does, just because. See if we can wreck it. Seems to be the normal trend.
I mean, that's a pretty solid weld.
That's right on the weld. There you go.
There you go.
But did it? I think it's kind of beside the weld. You know what I mean? It's not
It
really.
is actually beside the weld.
So I don't know. I mean, it's aluminum. It's kind of easy to tear, anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I felt pretty good about that. I'm just weirded out. It doesn't have a lot of buildup. It's really, really flat because I've never laser welded with that one on aluminum. This is the first time I've actually done it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My old unit there.
Yeah.
So we got that one. Again, when you run, you kind of just, your wire, you'll poke it into the groove and then it just goes. You just find that spot. You get the wire to hug it. I think I messed up there, but
You can just feel it?
yeah, like you kind of just hug the spot, sit it at whatever this is, 45, somewhere there,
Yeah.
and it just pushes across. So I kind of goofed there, but
A little gap there.
I feel it should be hotter. Like in my own eyes, I feel it should be kind of bubbling out the back a little.
Yeah.
It's probably good though, like, I don't know. I kind of have a little future plan. My problem is, see how fast that is? That would be, TIG welding would be like MIG, dab, MIG. I can probably get in a groove, but there's no way I would weld this fast. So the future project I have, instead of taking me all day, I think I can do it in 20 minutes,
Wow.
I'm thinking. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Alrighty, what else we got? So we did steel, we did that. I don't have any other steels to try. I think we hit up to the cleaning side of it here. I'm actually gonna, I don't know how, I guess you just turn that off. We're gonna switch things up. I'm going to pull this unit off, and because we don't need this to do the cleaning stuff.
Nope.
So I'll pull this unit off. My habit is, my old, like that machine right there, it has the habit of, like you kind of just run it like that to do the cleaning. So I'll get this off and we'll kind of get that set up.
Okay.
Turn that off. So when we're here, we're welding right now. So all we're going to do is go to the top. We're going to go to mode selection. Being touchscreen, we can do that. So we've done welding, we've done cutting, we have cleaning. And then we select that and bada bing. So now we're in here. We can choose our power. Oh, yeah, we can choose our power. And well, I guess it's still powered on from before. Oh, my lock is off. So we're ready to rock. We're going to be about 40% power. The frequency, I'm not exactly sure. I think that's the swipe, how fast the laser goes back and forth. They kind of, I don't know, it just was set up to do what it needed to do.
Yep.
So we're going to kind of rock with it. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to turn my argon off, and I'm going to put compressed air into it. The machine won't function unless you have air running. You'll actually see on there'll be an error is going to come up. And now if you see on the screen.
Absolutely. There it is.
So now we're doing compressed air. I'm putting it on a regulator. I don't know what I'm putting in here. 20, 40 pounds. I don't know what you're supposed to. I feel you need a little bit. Anyways, grab your glasses. So at this point, the laser won't do anything because you actually have to ground the unit out now.
Okay.
So once that's done, you have to kind of get it into a focal point so you can see how small that point is.
Yes.
Like if you back it out, it gets fuzzy, it'll work. It's not as effective. See, it doesn't do so much, but when you get that thing into a nice focal.
And it's nice and sharp.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So we're cleaning this thing. We're only doing it like 40%. We'll bump this up to like 60 or something. So we're just changing the power to 60%.
Okay.
With the more you go, the hotter, the more heat you're going to put in there. So that one's there, but you can use it for stuff like, see how that was my weld, but because it was on a bench or something, you could clean your welds.
Let it flex it.
Even before you were cleaning it, like something I always would use it, I would give it a quick little clean like that if I was on some rust and I just wanted to get a nice weld in it.
Yeah.
All right, my helper left. Esther's gone. I basically set up a little cart, went to Princess Auto. We got like just a simple welding cart, and you can see everything fits nicely on there versus this one. It's like huge difference. Won't get into the welding because realistically, this one's just been super finicky when it comes to welding always. So far, this one's just worked. Like I just kind of tinker with the settings. It works, it's good. So the only thing we're gonna compare really right now is the lasers and like the lenses. So the machines are set up close to the same. Well, the frequency's different, but we'll set them up the same as this one. So we got duty cycle, 8 mil width with a 50 hertz frequency. So 50, we'll import. So we pretty much have all the same settings. The only difference between these two now is this one has a 150 focal lens and this one has a 400 focal lens. So what the focal lens is, it's a much thicker lens. Looks like this kind of thing. This is actually a bad one, and I don't know if you can see it. There's like a little, tiny little speck on this one, and it's actually makes it bad. This one's hidden in the gun, or in like the head. This goes into there. But this is your replacement one. This is like your disposable, this is like your consumable. This sits in the front, this protects that lens. That lens I only buggered up because I dropped it. So I think if I put on something black, maybe you can see it. Oh yeah, you can kind of see that little speck in there. That is enough to screw up this thing not working well. And you'll get something similar on here, and then that will affect it coming out. Like my fingerprints on here would probably burn this up. I think this one had a mark or something on it, I can't remember, but these are the ones, if you actually look in your packaging that you get, it's gonna be here, and this is gonna state the size. Hopefully that can focus. That'll state the size or what your tip is. If you kind of throw that on eBay, you'll find stuff. Same with your your focus lens. This is a D2 by 4.5 by 150, so that's what you'd kind of look up on eBay or something and you'd get your stuff. They also do sell them on their site. Anyways, we're going to compare the two. I just got to change my gear here. So we're going to compare the two lasers. This one I believe is on the site now for like this setup without the cart is 4,000 US, something like that. And that one was, I think they're still almost double the price of this thing. Anyhow, get your glasses on. We'll have a look-see. So here's where you can, hopefully you can see. If you see on the bench, my one machine to this one will leave. That is the X1 with a 150 focal lens. And this one is my machine, exact same settings, but just with a 400 focal lens in it. So you can see the difference. They do the same job. It's just you always have to find that sweet spot. So as long as your line is nice and crisp. So they're both 700 watt running max. This is just mine. Mine's actually like my big machine here is actually a 1500 watt machine. So, but we just have everything set up the same, so it's equal playing field. So you can kind of see it. Just if you change the lens, you'd get double the width with running at 8 mil. This one I can actually, if I really wanted to on the big machine, I could go in and change this to the full 20 mil. And then you see how much wider this one is. So anyways, let's go to the big one. Everybody always wants to see a practical use for this, which will be like cleaning some headers or something. And you get in, as long as you can see it, it'll clean it. All right, so you can see how that works. Works good. I usually use this to clean my workbench, the lasers. So I mean, yeah, for half the price, it works pretty good. That's what I've used on this whole car. That's how I clean the outside. On this, in this case, I probably would only be running this about 50–60% just to keep the heat down, but that's how I stripped the whole car down originally with my first machine. But you know, the X1 will do the same thing at. So basically, a conclusion, where are we at? Our conclusion, where are we at? I really like this thing. Would I have bought it over that one? Yes. This works, it's good. I haven't used it long term like crazy, so we'll see how that one, how it goes duty cycle. For the money, I kind of took this video on because I just know a lot of people are interested in that, but they're expensive. I can't justify it. They don't, it's not a full replacement for a MIG welder in my eyes. Like if you're looking for a first one, I would do a MIG still. I'm not gonna deny it, but this is great, it does it all. There is a learning curve because it's not just jump down and go. So you do have to you'll have to play with it a little bit, get it sorted out. Like I say, it's a bit of a struggle doing gaps. I think I'll work a way around it and figure it out. I think in the future I'll kind of do some more welding videos to show that. Again, I don't do anything structural with it. The things I would do are just like sheet metal, like welding body panels on, things like that. I don't know that I would use it for anything heavier. That's just my own practice. Like if you know my channel, you know I do more, I just work on cars, do stuff like that. I love this for doing the body panels because I can like weld huge lengths of it without like warping the panel to, because the heat soak is so small. Even TIG welding, I can't get into that zone. The laser cleaning, I've used it a lot. I use it a lot on that machine, so this would work just as well. I would get into changing the lens out, but you have to be so clean and cleanly. Like, don't get a fingerprint. You got to make sure you're very clean swapping them out. But then it would make it so much more enjoyable to do, clean a chassis, do stuff like that with it. What else is there? Try to go over a few things. Last things I'm trying to think about. I think the one thing people do and they don't think about it, like when you're using these, you got to watch. I was showing it when we were with the laser and I hit the cardboard box. Like if you're cleaning, if you're welding, there's a chance if you're doing like stainless or something shiny and reflective, this light could shine off. Like you have to, there's a lot of, you got to be careful with this stuff. It's not quite a toy. I would say it's a little cringe. Probably I would really suggest a respirator, stuff like that, especially with the laser cleaning, because there's a lot of junk comes off of there. I should do it myself with the welding side of it. Other than that, I don't know. I think it's affordable. If somebody wants to get into it, I think it's worth it. Anyways, on that note, the folks there at Xlaserlabs did give us a promo code, so it's I don't know. I'll put it up here. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. There's a link in the description. It'll get you 5% off till the end of December. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get a bunch of use out of it. The welding side of it worked so much better than that. It looks great on film when I was using that one, but I think I was spending the odd time I actually got frustrated with that one, and I was just pulled out my MIG welder and it was faster doing some stuff because I don't know why that one's finicky. It just, I think between the two units, this thing, everything, the wire could feed, everything is all controlled from here. And that one, it's a separate unit. You have to actually control your wire feed from this machine separate from here. And I don't know, I had lots of problems with it personally, but when it works, it was great. So far, this one's been great. So we'll find out. I got a few welding projects I want to try in the very near future. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Anyways, I'm thinking that's where I am going to leave this one. So sorry it was a long walkthrough, but I kind of wanted to cover all the bases, and people who were on the fence about it, I don't know. I just pulled it out of the box and just used it, and it worked like awesome. I can't. And the fact I'm doing it all on 110 right now blows my mind. So that's just a big 220 unit. Everything else, I can run this around. I am going to imagine if you're going to plug this into an extension cord, you better get a beefy one, because it does need, like I said, I can't remember off the top of my head, 25 amps, something like that, I think. 20, 25? Thinking like 25, but anyways, as always, folks, I want to thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.